Hey, if you want to know the answer of how not to get a brain freeze, you can go ahead and click on the description. I have the answer there, as well as a shortcut to the time in the video where I give my method to avoiding a brain freeze. I haven't won many competitions in my life, but there is one exception though. Apparently, I can down a Frosty pretty fast. If you're wondering what a Frosty is, it's a dairy dessert that they serve at a particular sassy red-headed fast food joint. Don't worry if you don't know what I'm talking about. I didn't know what that was until I participated in the competition myself. Okay, so growing up, I participated weekly in Boy Scouts. At one point, we got a new leader who was a little more gung-ho than the average Boy Scouts leader. And we ended up doing some interesting things, like slaughter ball. One day he told us that back where he was a leader of a previous group, they had a Frosty competition every now and then, and asked if we would like to do it. Most of us said sure, but a lot of us were confused on what a Frosty was. The rules are pretty simple. Whoever can finish the Frosty first wins and gets another Frosty. Now I'm not sure if I won the first few times we competed, but once I started winning, I didn't lose. We all learned pretty quickly the reason why said competition is hard because of the dreaded brain freeze. I started analyzing, trying to figure out a way to win. Maybe it was because I won and didn't want to lose at the one thing I was apparently good at. Whatever the reason, you could say I went all anime on it. You know in anime how they overanalyze everything and make everything super dramatic? No, not the brain freeze. If I expect to win, I'm gonna have to ignore the pain. It's useless! Once you get a brain freeze, it doesn't stop until you stop eating. I know, I just need to finish the ice cream so fast that by the time the brain freeze comes, I'm already done with the ice cream. The answer is so simple. Oh no, it's not working! When I swallow spoonfuls of ice cream whole, I start to feel sick. I can't keep this up for very long. Wait, when I swallow the ice cream faster, I'm able to last a little longer. Maybe if I eat the ice cream differently, perhaps by alternating the size of the mouth that I swallow the ice cream on, I can even out the coolness in my mouth, slowing down whatever triggers the brain freeze. Huh? What is this? I believe the brain freeze happens when the ice cream touches the roof of my mouth. I get it! I just need to avoid the ice cream from touching the roof of my mouth. You can't totally avoid it, but now that I know what's causing it, I just need to keep the roof of my mouth warm. That was when I mastered the speed Frosty eating technique. From what I can remember, I was the unbeatable champion and never lost. To prove I wasn't cheating, one time I even ripped open a cup to lick the residue off before everyone else could finish their Frosty. So here's my Frosty eating technique. You have to breathe deep, warm breaths towards the roof of your mouth between each spoonful to keep it warm. When I did have the ice cream in my mouth, I would swallow it as fast as possible. If I was starting to feel the brain freeze coming on, it was more important to get a few warm breaths in before taking another spoonful, unless you were down to the bottom of the cup. See, pretty simple. I won so many times that there was this one time where I had 3 Frosties in one day. The reason for that was because they had owed me one from a previous competition that I won, and I ended up winning that competition that day. I ended up having to throw the third one half full though. It felt like such a waste, but I had to. You see, I'm pretty skinny, so I was shivering from the cold on the inside, even though I was warm on the outside. It was quite an odd experience. Anyways, have you ever had an anime moment in your life? I hope you enjoyed my story. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to let me know you want more content like this.